Okay chaps, welcome to another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. This week we're looking at Bugaboo The Flea. Now Bugaboo was originally released on the ZX Spectrum and it was ported to the Commodore 64. It also had a port onto the Amstrad, but it had a name change. They called it Roland on the Ropes, sorry, Roland in the Caves. Now Roland was the sort of mascot character that Amstrad came up with. Apparently Roland was actually one of the senior managers in Amsoft. He featured in quite a few arcade games, including this one, but this game is actually programmed by the guy Paco Suarez, who did the original Spectrum one, so let's take a wee look at the Amstrad one. Now I've got to say it's got the most out of tune version of, what's the name of that tune? I've no idea what it's called. It's some kind of Mexican type tune. And it's shockingly out of tune. Yeah, anyway, let's fire on now. I don't expect to be particularly good at this game. I did have it on the C64 and I just found it uber frustrating. Now the idea, whoa! The idea of the game is you play the part of a flea, or in this case, I don't know what you are, I'm guessing you're a flea called Roland, and you've got to try and escape the clutches of the evil pterodactyl. It's devilishly hard, it really is. And basically the longer, you'll see there when you press a key, you get a sort of strength. So if you just tap it like so, well, that's not very. If you tap the button, you'll only jump a wee bit. So it's quite tricky. Oh. I wouldn't say it's quite tricky, it's bloody tricky. Well, at least I'm not getting killed with the pterodactyl, but I'm not exactly making inroads into actually escaping. Now it took me, I'm using an emulator here, and it took me about 20 minutes to try and figure out what key I have to eventually remap. The backslash key. I've got no idea. Oh shit. Graphics aren't actually that bad. Let's go again. Now what you can do, as well as jumping, you can also, whoa, bollocks, you can scroll the screen as well. The scrolling, as you can probably tell, ain't the greatest on the Amstrad. Ah, right, okay, I've just noticed if you hold the fire button in too long, or not the fire button, if you hold the key down too long, it will eventually go back to where has the pterodactyl gone? Ah. I played this game briefly on the Commodore 64 back in the day, and I don't think I ever managed to escape. One thing that fond memories I've got of this game, although it's a Spectrum one which we'll look at shortly, is the Spectrum one was one of the games that all the shops chose to kind of demo. It was always a game that was playing in the John Menzies and what have you. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, balls. Right, come on. Oh. Ah, no. And also, that's enough of that one. That is, well, that's Roland in the Caves, but that is basically, that is Bugaboo the Flea in the Amstrad. Let's take a look at the Commodore 64 version. Right, if this is not the most minimalistic title screen I've ever seen, then I would like to see what it is. This is the C64 one. Now, interestingly, this is called Bugaboo the Flea. Now, on the Spectrum it was called Bugaboo. Don't know why they changed the name. It was programmed by the same guy, Pedro Juarez, or Ruiz I think it is. Scroll, joystick plus fire, right, press fire to jump. Now the C64 one did have the wee intro that the Spectrum has, but I thought rather than bore you with this one, I'll let you see it in the Spectrum one, which we shall look at after this. So let's let's go. Now, graphics and scrolling in this version aren't too bad actually. Certainly better than the Amstrad one. I'm sure this has got music if I remember rightly. Yeah. Now, in this version you can use a joystick. To be honest, it doesn't make a big advantage using a joystick because all you're doing is holding the joystick left or right and then release when you want to actually jump. Now this is pretty much is what I used to do back in whenever it was 1984, 1985. I could never ever, I don't think I ever managed to complete a level. I've got to say, this is actually looks better than I remember it to be. I always thought it looked dreadful on the C64, but damn it, was that a version in the Spectrum? I don't know if it was. That looked like a big mean looking thing in the bottom left there. I don't remember seeing that in the Amstrad one. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, there's a few platforms you need to try and get up. I don't actually know the best way to approach this game. I'm going to go, whoops. Now I've noticed so far there hasn't been a pterodactyl. There's got to be a technique to this game and I just don't know what it is. But I'm just as woeful. I'm going to fall on that plant. Ooh. Oh, there's a pterodactyl. Speak of the devil, and he shall arrive. I don't know if these graphics are user defined. I'm not too sure actually, but they certainly do the trick. I mean, the actual platforms kind of almost look high res for the C64. And you can see in this, the C64 version, he is most definitely a flea, whereas in the Amstrad he was a Roland, whatever they look like. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever actually going to complete this game. I guess what you've really got to do is try and... Yeah, I think you've got to try and work out just how much... I'll have one more go at this. You've got to try and work out just how high you jump depending on how long you hold it. I'm just kind of trying to guess here. Last go, and then we shall move on to the Spectrum one, which was the original. Let's try and go across this way because I think I had, let's see, more success, but maybe that's the wrong word to use. I can't get enough height, so I need to kind of... Let's try and move over here. In fact, we'll try and... Right, listen, that's enough of that. That is Bugaboo The Flea. I don't know why they changed the name. If anyone knows why they gave it a different name on the C64, I'd like to know about it. So anyway, let's take a look at the Spectrum one, guys. Right, okay, this is the ZX Spectrum one. Now this was the original version of this. Exploring Sounding Cebula X7, ready for special mission. This was, yeah, I don't know when this was released actually. 1983, 1984, something like that. It was, again, I says it was a game that was always... It was always a Spectrum version you saw in the shops. I suppose for the time it looked quite impressive. Bugaboo, see, yeah, Bugaboo on the C64. I don't know why would they change the name. That seems like a strange one. So this is the intro, presumably. Is this you crash landing on a planet or something? I'm not quite sure. Now this is certainly more impressive than the C64 one, because the Spectrum was obviously better at drawing filled in circles. Bugaboo, here we go. Right, best time to exit. Right, this is going to be fun. Jump. Right, let's see. Jump right. Jump left, right. Okay, 1 and 0. 1 and 0. Right, that's fine. That's all we have to know. 1 and 0. So let's just fire right in. How do we start? G for game. Wait a minute. No. Let's. Oh, we're going to be forced to watch the intro. The one thing you'll notice when the flea, the screen's got to scroll, everything stops. You know, I'd probably be better actually just letting letting the demo play for all as good as I am at this game. Or is this me playing now, possibly? Maybe it is. Ah, there we go. Right, okay, I'm actually playing this. Right, it looks less like a flea, more like a man or an alien that's had his legs or his arms surgically removed. Come on, how'd I get out of there? Whoa! Right, I'm not going to be able to... I knew that was going to happen. Oh. I've got to say, from a technical aspect, I think the Commodore 64 one is the most impressive, because the scrolling in this, you can see there, when there's any scrolling involved, the action just completely stops. And the movement is certainly far from fluid. The game is wholly as unplayable as it ever was, or maybe I'm just absolutely pants at it. It's probably that. Whoa! What on earth happened there? Oh. Ah, I don't believe it! Bollocks! Right, come on, how do we start again? Right, is it crashed? Right, it seems to have stopped working. Anyway, listen, you know what? It doesn't matter. I think we've seen enough. I don't have to replay it. That is the Spectrum version of Bugaboo The Flea. Got to say, I was kind of expecting the Spectrum one to be the best, and the C64 one to be the worst. But I would probably actually reverse that. It was a very, very early game. You know, technically it's not the most impressive game, but it was impressive for its time. I'd probably say that the C64 one actually looks and plays the best. The Amstrad one's not bad, the scrolling's a bit iffy, but I've got to say the Spectrum one, it's really not, time has not been kind to it one little bit. Although I dare say, you know, Spectrum fans around the world will they'll have very, very fond memories of the game, but it's not a game that's aged particularly well. So anyway, listen guys, that is it. That is another 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. If there's a game you want to see featured in this, please just put your comments below. And finally, thank you very much for watching.